I want to do a quick recap. I want to go through everything we've been doing from the very beginning. Okay, so if you can see the slide I'm sharing, what you will see is welcome to Importation Masterclass with Coach Adeniyi Adeyinka. So this is my Importation Masterclass. I have a reason for starting this class. I actually wanted to build a group of importers. I've had people before now who has been a part of my training, and I'm not being boastful. Some of them are doing business in millions, some in Ibadan, some in Lagos. I though the current level they've gotten to in the business, we hardly talk. Yeah, because they have gotten to a point where they now mentor other people. Yeah, they have. Some of them are about to travel outside Nigeria to China to gain more knowledge. So, but this time around, I want to build a chain where every one of us grow together in this business. We share opportunities because opportunities people have are not the same. Because some people have more access to capital, some have more human resources and all of that. So I want to see how we can strengthen this community. So it is after this training, we'll still maintain this class, this WhatsApp group, so that everybody can share ideas, share solutions. The importation business is such that is evolving actually. So let's do a quick recap. Um, Welcome to Importation Masterclass with Adeyinka Adeniyi. This is our course outline. He wrote is a topical list of what you will learn in the course of this training. So the first thing we had looked at is introduction to importation, and I explained what importation was. Simply put it this way: importation is you buying buying goods or services from a particular country, and then you transport it through air, sea, or any other means into another country for the basic intention of selling them or using them. So you can either import for your personal use or to sell. That's just what importation means. Okay. So and we looked at some of the vocabularies you will come across in the importation business. So if I can remember very well, I think the first thing we spoke about was okay, I can't remember the first thing, but some of the words we looked at were um, we looked at exchange rates, shipping fee, procurement agent, um, cost of freight, and a lot of other words. So I'll see how we can quickly, check this. So I also looked at what you will learn. Now, for joining my masterclass, there are some specific things you will learn that you may not learn elsewhere. And this is because each importer have some uniqueness because of the kind of products they sell, because of the kind of companies they have dealt with in the past, and a lot of other exposures in the business. So then I will introduce you to the 1688 app, Taobao, Alipay, and WeChat. And then we'll also look at how you can source for goods on 1688 and Taobao, and how you can chat with suppliers on 1688 and Taobao, and then how you can chat with your suppliers outside 1688 and Taobao. So Mr. Joshua joined the class maybe 2 days ago, and I'd already given him contact of some suppliers. I've given you contact of suppliers for phone accessories, power accessories like power bank, wireless charger, and all of that. And I've also give you um, supply contact of supplier for companies that sell what will I call it now? OTG on the go. These on the go connectors, different kind of OTG. OTG is a cable that allows you connect other interfaces to your phone, maybe Type A, Type C, iOS, and all of that. USB. That's what OTG enables you um, to to connect to your mobile device. So also this the woman from Ghana, Riura, I can't pronounce her name very well. I had taught her how she can convert her CDs, Ghana CDs directly to you. And I had taught her, we've practicalized it. I don't know, I would have showed, I think I sent the screenshots to the group. So I have taught her how to do that. She has practicalized it, and currently she can convert the Ghana cedis to yuan. I've also been talking to the lady from in Canada also. I've showed her she can do that, and she's here to give me feedback. And a lot of other people, we are relating with with everybody differently based on their need. Yes, and opportunities that are available to them because of their location and the kind of products they want to go into. I have also given Mrs. Rua contact of a company that sells HP products. HP products. They sell HP laptops, HP printers. I think they also sell Canon printers, yes, and some other um, you know, HP products. Yeah. So I also have contact of other suppliers. If you are into, or if you are planning to go into decoration business, any decoration accessories you need, ranging from flowers. I have a company that specifically produce flowers, and there's a particular big event planner in Lagos who always buy from that company. I sometimes I am like an intermediary between their company in Nigeria, that is this particular event management company in Nigeria, and that in China. So the company, I also have another company that sells, a lot of these gadgets they use for event planning, like the 360 boot camera and a lot of other things. So we are going to be releasing these contacts to individuals as the car proceeds. Depending, this will be based on your level of receptivity and how much you show commitment in growing in what we are doing. Like I said, we don't just want to train people and everybody go their way eventually. We want to build a team of importers so that we all can keep providing, support to ourselves. You learn something today that can help others, you share on the group. You have an opportunity that others can benefit from, you share on the group. You buy some products, you want others to also help you market it, you can share on the group. This is the reason why we are going to be forming a community after this training. So let me go back to the revision. So everybody's going to learn how to talk with companies outside of the 1688 app. And I want to say this: until you have taken your supplier from the 1688 app to WeChat, until you've built a personal, okay, until you, let me start this way, until you have moved from talking with a particular company on 1688 Taobao to talking with them on WeChat or WhatsApp or any other social media platform where you can communicate, you've not started building a personal relationship with them. And until you start building a personal relationship with them, you've not really started, you know, you've not really started building a profitable business relationship. Usually when I buy goods from company, I have a lot of companies in China, they have done stuffs for me. They've done stuffs for me. There are times when I need a particular product and I don't have the contact. All I need to do is to speak with a company that I've built relationship with. Okay, please, I need somebody who can, help me with this and that. Okay, and they will get across to somebody they know. In fact, a particular supplier had gone to another shop to buy a product and make transfer. I had paid to her account. She went to that particular shop. She picked the products for me and paid them the money and then sent me a screenshot that okay, this is it. I bought it. This is the screenshot. Yes. There was a time I needed somebody to help me verify a WeChat. Now to verify WeChat account is easier. A particular Chinese friend did it for me. A particular Chinese has also recommended an exchanger. Yes. Some people are going about, I need contact of people that can help me exchange my currency to yuan. Some of them have companies they have worked with over time and they will connect you with them. So until, like I said, until you move from communicating with your suppliers on 1688 and Taobao to WeChat, you've not started building a personal relationship with them. And until you start building a personal relationship with them, you've not started building a profitable business relationship. Take note, a profitable business relationship. Now, I spoke about a particular company I pay for. I help them, I handle their procurement. Okay. This company, we are owing a particular company supplies them goods. I don't want to mention their name, in millions, in millions. So as they are selling, they are sending money to them. So they send these goods even before money is paid. Though this is a result of building a business relationship over the years. It is not just something that just you just discuss with them and they agree. No, this person has built a business relationship with them over the years. Okay, so but you see, these are things that will profit you. I remember some time ago, a particular company reached out to me. They got my contact through somebody I exchange currency for, and they were like, "Oh, we produce what they call it now. Let me say it the way I can remember. We call it Boris in Nigeria. So, but there's a name the man called it for me. So he sent me pictures, sent me his catalog, sent me his company registration, and a lot of other things. And he said he's looking for a partner, somebody he can be. I searched around, I asked questions if I will find somebody who is interested, but I didn't. And I just stepped out because the business is not in my line. This man was really ready to, because I did something for him. I don't want to say what I did, but something happened. I came through for the man and all of that, and the man was so happy and he was like, "Oh, it seems I can trust you." So the goal for whenever you are buying a product from any company, your goal is to have a profitable business relationship, because these people keep evolving in their business. They keep, and I had said this earlier. I think maybe in almost all our previous classes, that the Chinese, a lot of product they produce, they don't consume it in their country. They need partners outside their country. They need partners. There's a particular person who is trending on social media, is an importer. Rose, if you have heard about Rose, he had an issue with VDM one time. This person, you can see the way he does his advert. Now he's bringing in a lot of other products. They are looking for people that will buy from them, marketers. And if you can have a profitable business relationship with one, a time can come, you'll be, their representative here. So we are about building a profitable business relationship. And until you can take your suppliers from the 1688 app, that's the e-commerce site, we've not really started achieving our goal. Okay, so let me not take too much time there. So we're going to, in order for you to be able to talk with the suppliers, you must have a WeChat account. There are some of them who use WhatsApp. Yeah, there are some of them. Okay, step-by-step guide on how to make purchases from China, shipping and customs clearance, and then extras. So that was our course outline. So you see, importation simply means buying goods from another country and bringing it into your own country for personal use or resale. We are doing a recap. So I had talked about the vocabularies, common words you will come across as you journey in Chinese, in importing from China. Number one, 1688. 1688 is an e-commerce site. That's where a lot of us got our suppliers from. Yeah. Most of the people I talk with on WhatsApp now and who have mentioned their names, we first met on the 1688 app. Okay. Then Taobao. Taobao is another e-commerce site. Now, these sites were originally designed for the Chinese. So goods are sold on this site at a more favorable rate. So this site originally don't ship internationally. They only ship within, like they deliver goods within, you know, China mainland and other parts of China. But through logistics and agents, companies that help us receive our goods in China, we can now buy, get it delivered to the China address, and then shipped to our location in Nigeria. Okay, so Alipay is a mobile payment application. It enables you to make transfers in yuan. You can also use that. You can also convert money from a particular currency to the Chinese yuan on that app if you know how to go about it. So you can also chat on the app. Now there are a lot of improvements to the Alipay app. Now people can upload videos, you can watch reels and all of that. So we also have WeChat. WeChat is also a payment application, but first it is an application for communication. Use it to communicate with suppliers. But WeChat also accepts payments now if you verified it. And if you've not verified your WeChat here for payment and you have an international passport, please reach out to me after this class. Let's get it done before our next class. Okay. So shipping fee or cost of freight. This is the cost of moving your goods from China to Nigeria. Some people call it shipping fee, some people call it cost of freight. There may be other names people call it, but these are the two I'm mentioning. So that's the cost of you moving your goods from China to Nigeria. Okay, so it's usually calculated per kg if you are shipping by air, and if you are shipping by sea, it is calculated by cubic meter per cubic meter. So procurement agent, this is somebody who helps you pay for your goods in the Chinese currency. So if you don't have access to a Chinese account, you cannot pay directly in Chinese yuan. This person will help you pay in Chinese yuan, and the person will accept your local currency. So customs clearance, this is the amount you pay for customs. You pay to customs rather for bringing goods into the country, and it is also charged per kg. Yeah, if you're importing by air, per cubic meter if you're importing by sea. Okay, so local shipping fee. This is the cost of moving your goods from the factory in China to the company who is to receive it for you, or who are receiving it for you within China. So if you are with me, please just notify me as we continue. We are doing a quick recap before we go into what we have to do. So please kindly notify me if you can still hear me. I want to be sure I'm communicating. All right, thank you so much. All right, so let's
I
proceed.
can hear you, sir.
So we have logistic company. Now these are companies that play that role of helping us to receive our goods in China and then bring them into Nigeria or any other country where you are domiciled or resident. Okay, so we have consolidation. Now, sometimes people buy goods from different companies and different companies pack these goods in different carton. So what consolidation means is you gather all your goods together, pack it together as one, and then send it down. So consolidation is something you pay for. Okay, so CBM, cost per cubic meter, I've explained that. That's the when you are importing by sea, they calculate the space your goods occupy in the container. So this is calculated as cubic meter. Cost you pay for the cubic meter. That's the size of your goods. Okay, how big it is. Exchange rate. Exchange rate is the amount a particular currency is exchanged for another at a particular time. That is exchange rate. So MOQ, minimum order quantity. If you are different companies have their minimum order quantity. Okay, oh, the minimum we sell is 100 pieces, the minimum we sell is 50 pieces. That's what MOQ is, minimum order quantity. So when we mention suppliers, these are people you buy goods from, companies you buy goods from. Okay, so what you will learn, I'm doing a quick recap. What you will learn, China importation opportunities. What are the opportunities that are available in importing from China? I'm going to be mentioning some of these opportunities. One, you can, do pre-order. From what you will learn in this course, you can do pre-order. And I explain what pre-order means in the previous, first, our welcoming, our opening ceremony. Pre-order is simple. Let me just explain it. You advertise a product, people need it, they pay for it, then you buy it. When it arrives, you give them. That's what pre-order simply means. So people run it with different strategy. Some people will post, you will pay a particular amount which covers for the purchase. After buying it, then you bring it in. Usually the logistic company brings in the goods. It's at the point of clearing it, you pay them for the shipping fee. You understand? So it's easier. So when you now want to go and clear the goods, you now reach out to the people who had paid for the purchase. Okay, our goods has arrived. This is the amount you are paying for customs clearance and for shipping. Then you they pay you, you get the goods and then you distribute to them. That's just the idea behind pre-order. Okay. So the next thing you can do, you can become a procurement agent. You will learn what it means to be a procurement agent. Now, to be a procurement agent, this means that you help people pay for their goods. You help people buy goods in China. Now, to be able to render this service, you must have a Chinese account. But now you can still render this service without having a Chinese account, just that it will be easier for you. Being a part of this community, you can render the service without having a Chinese account. Each and every one of you has access to my Chinese account. That does not mean you will log it in on your phone. No, 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 no. Alipay does not allow for that. And the other Union Pay. I don't know if you've heard about Union Pay. I'm going to be talking more about Union Pay at the end of this class. In case I forget, please someone should remind me. So it does not allow for that, but there's a way you can use my account to pay. I will only approve it from my end. I'm going to teach us in the course of our training. Okay, so to be able to um if you want to render the service of a procurement agent, you must have a means of paying in the Chinese currency. You must have a means. So and we'll definitely be showing you how you can do that. Now there's a particular issue with Alipay currently. I'm going to talk more about it at the end of this class. Okay, when we look at AOB. Okay, so importation contractor. Now you can be an importation contractor. In our introductory class, I spoke about a particular contract I received then, but I gave it to one of my students then, who is now a big importer. So is a ghosting company in Port Harcourt. So they wanted to import some materials for their ghosting project. And those materials, I think they could not really source for all of it locally, so they needed to import it. So I connected them with one of my students who I could trust. She searched for the goods online. She spoke with the suppliers. She concluded on the cost of purchase and local shipping fee. After making the conclusion, she also calculated how much it will cost her to import. Yes, it's possible to do that. You can do that by checking the weight of the product. Once you know the weight of the particular product you are buying, you can at least approximately decide how much it will cost you. You can approximately decide that. So she calculated everything and she told them. They paid her, and then she bought the goods. When the goods arrived, she cleared it and she delivered it. So you can be a contractor. People want to import a particular product, you source for it, you do the negotiations and everything, you undo how it gets to Nigeria, and then you deliver to them. So you can be a contractor. um there's more, but I think we'll stop here. So another thing you will learn is importation solution. Importation, I've showed you some opportunities. There's more. I wrote etc. You can be an exchanger. You can be an exchanger, like the our sister in Ghana. She has learned how she can convert country's currency to yuan without charges from the Alipay. Now if you are withdrawing from 200 RMB, they don't charge you. It's free of charge. But from 200, above 200, 201 up, you'll be charged a percentage. So you can be removing 200 every day. Not even every day, right? You can be removing 200 per transaction. There will be no charges. Now let's come back to our class. So you can be an exchanger, and you can also train other people now. That's by the way. So importation solutions. You will learn how to source for goods from China. A lot of people, that's their major challenge. They don't know how to go about finding the particular product they want, getting in touch with the particular company they want to buy goods from. So you are going to learn how you can source for your goods from China, and then how you can pay your supplier using Alipay, WeChat, and bank. You are going to learn how to do all of this. Also, you are going to learn how to initiate refund, and you're also going to learn customer security. How safe I am when I'm buying from 1688. Now if you understand how to initiate refund, how to apply for after sales, there's something called after sales service. After sales is when you bought a particular product on the 1688 app and there is a fault, or the products are not complete. You can actually apply and the supplier will refund you for the missing product. It's something I have done over and again, and I've also guided a lot of other importers on how to do that. You can, if you buy a product, it arrives in Nigeria and there is a fault, and the fault is from the supplier, you can send it back. Now this may cost you, but you can. So now let's proceed. So you also learn the A to Z on shipping and customs clearance. You will learn the A to Z on shipping and customs clearance. How do I calculate the cost of shipping? How do I calculate the amount I will pay for customs clearance? We're going to learn all of this. So we are doing a recap, like I said. We are going to be more serious with our classes, and we're going to be very fast. Okay, so you're going to learn payment solutions. Okay, how to source for Chinese yuan. Now I already taught two people this, our sister who is based in Canada and our sister who is based in Ghana. I have taught them how to source for Chinese yuan. Now there are methods I have tried as a person that has worked for me. Let me tell you some of the methods. I have used PayPal to get the Chinese yuan at a very favorable rate. But after a while, what did I do? I added a US bank account to the PayPal and it was limited. They limited the account. The restriction was placed on it. And after 180 days, that's when I could remove my money. So I just didn't use it again. So there's a good news anyway. You can now use PayPal in Nigeria to make payments and receive money. Yeah, you can go and try it. I just registered mine last week. So hopefully I'll be able to explore this option again. Now, let me just tell you the gist on how I did that. Now, this is me dishing out solutions already. I intended to post this video online, so maybe I wouldn't say everything in details. Okay, so I buy PayPal funds from people that I can trust. So when I buy PayPal funds, I usually get it at a lesser rate compared to how much dollar is sold that day. So when I do it, I have a dollar card, a credit card linked to my PayPal. So there's a way this card is a US PayPal. There's a way the card is linked to it. The card automatically spends from the balance of the PayPal. So what I do is I link that PayPal card to my Alipay. Okay, so when I'm making payment, it's being deducted from there. So by the time I balance the rate, it is more profitable for me. So without doing anything, without buying goods, I make money that way. May God open our eyes to secrets. Life is about secrets. So without doing anything, I make money. I just sit in the comfort of my house. Okay, I just sit at home. I buy the US dollars in my PayPal. I spend. I just remove 200. They don't charge me. So I will remove when the money is up to 1,005. I sell it. I use the money again and buy PayPal funds. So just be recycling and making your money. These are things I have done. So there's another method also I use. Since there was a time earlier on, there was no restriction on our Nigerian bank card. So different banks used to have different rates. Sometimes I will use GT Bank, different methods, different bank cards with different rates. Then maybe far back as 2019, 2020, 2021. So I use different cards and it's worked. But now, I think the rate it's now being regulated or deregulated. Okay, one of it. So these are solutions I'm sharing. Okay, how I used to get my Chinese yuan. Okay, so another thing I did, I got a UBA prepaid card. UBA prepaid card. So I also use PayPal for UBA prepaid card, but there's a group I belong to where people sell money on UBA prepaid card. Yes, and they sell at lesser rate. So UBA prepaid card is a dollar card. You don't need to open an account. When you go to UBA and request for UBA prepaid card, this card it was originally made for people who want to travel abroad and they just want to go with dollars they can spend. So when you get to UBA, they'll give you that card, and then you put dollar, you can take cash deposit and it will be funded on that card. It's a prepaid card, so it will be funded on that card. So after opening the account, I think I funded it with maybe $5 or $10, I'm not sure. So then I started buying from people on that group. So some of them are freelancers and all of that, so they will sell to me at a lesser rate. I also spend from that card. So all I need to do sometimes is just to recycle it. Who wants to sell? I buy. I change it. I sell. Who wants to sell again? I buy dollars into my prepaid card. So these are ways we have made money in the past. And there are a lot of other such opportunities in Nigeria, sincerely. May God open our eyes to secrets and in other countries where you are. So I'm just sharing some of my secrets on how I do this. So there are a lot of other ways, a lot of other ways. Oh, okay, one other ways I get yuan free of charge is by working for Chinese. Okay, so I work for Chinese, I work for people in China, I work for students in China, and they pay me in Chinese yuan. Okay, now I have a friend who went to study, we were classmates in secondary school, so he traveled out to study in China. And he's still in China till now. He left around 2020 for 2025. So he is a very outspoken person, he's a very jovial person, he's somebody that people love to be around. So he connected me with other students in China. So there are times when they call me, want to do this work. I do it for them, I send it, they pay me, want to do this assignment. So they pay me, I sell it, I make my money. So there are a lot of other ways you can make money. I cannot start saying everything. But this business is about community, it's about people. That's what the business is about. So the more you get into the right community, the more profitable this business is for you. And in the comfort of your house, even without importing goods, you can make money. And the comfort of your house, even without having millions, you can have companies that can trust you. So that's why I said, until you get to a point where you are building a profitable business relationship, you've not started what we are trying to achieve. Okay, so let me not take all our time. Okay. So, the next thing is how you can convert naira to the Chinese yuan. For those in Nigeria, I've actually shared some of it. There's a way you can convert your naira to the to Chinese yuan, and one of the ways is you can buy from exchanger. Yeah, there are people who have yuan readily available and they need naira. You can buy from them. So currently, international trade is expanding and there are opportunities everywhere. We just need to be properly placed to find these opportunities. Okay, so let's proceed to the next thing. This is just a review of we are doing a recap. We've been on holiday last year, we are zooming now, so we need to do a recap. So China importation opportunities. What are the opportunities that are available to you? I've spoken a little about it. You can be a pre-orderer, you can do pre-order. Now, see, life is about being smart. You don't need to work hard. You just have to be smart. Not to play smart and defraud people. No, you need to know how to pitch your business. There's a way you can rebrand your pre-order business and you will make your money. I have done pre-order, but it does not seem like pre-order. I post a product. If you're interested, I don't import too many products. No, 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 no. I may just put, and it's been a while I did it anyway. I may just post a product. This product is trending. I have done my research about the product. I have done everything. I have known how much it will cost me to bring in the product. I've spoken with companies. Now I come online. There's a product. This is how much it's sold in Nigeria. If you want to get this product from me, on these conditions, you get it at so amount. And people will show interest. I gather their profits. I don't buy too many products. I may just buy that one product. But there's a product I always buy most of the time, OTG. OTG does not have weight. It's a product that has always sold for me. Okay, um, so people pay money. I don't do too many product, like I said. Now, this is New Year. A lot of families may be interested in washing machine. You can post, this is the amount you can get washing machine from me. You have the opportunity to pay, instrumentally. You create opportunities around these things. So there's pre-order. And then you can be a procurement agent. I've explained that already. You help people pay for their goods. Now, to come to this point, you must be in the community of importers. Now, aside helping people to pay for goods, I have helped students who travel to China to pay their house rent. Yes, I have had students who travel to China to pay their house rent, hotel fee, and a lot of other things. Yes, I have. So it's a wide business. So you can be an importation contractor. You take contracts from people. Somebody reached out to me yesterday, day before yesterday, sorry. He's a military officer. He wants to import industrial machines for his wife, and I've explained the terms and conditions for him. So he seems to still be interested. So you can be an importation contractor. He gives me his money, I buy it. When it arrives, it balances up and all. Okay, so be you can do wholesale, you can be an wholesaler of imported products. You can be an wholesaler of imported products. Okay, I've done this before. I have imported some musical instruments. So I import them in bulk, like OTG now. There was a time I imported plenty OTG. Then I started going to shops. I went to Osun State. I went to Abuja. Abuja and Osun State alone. I was serving in Osun State then. So I went to different shops. I introduced the product to them. And it was not very expensive. I was selling 200 naira type A. I was selling type A 200 naira. I was selling type C 500 naira. I can't remember how much I was selling iPhone. But if I tell you the amount I bought it and the amount I made, by the time I sold, now this thing is a number. Wholesale works, your profit is in numbers. You get. I'm not going to explain that now. If you are making 10 naira and you are selling to 1,000 people, you know how much that becomes. It's no longer be the 10 naira you are thinking about. Your money has multiplied. So being an wholesaler has its own advantage. but you need capital to do it, and you need to know the kind of product to get. So if you can travel, so I supplied a lot of people. In fact, I got to a particular place in FCT, Buhari Area Council to be specific. Some people that used to register SIM card, then they were like, ah, we need it, or we need it, we need it, so that they can connect some devices to the, connect some external peripherals to the device they use for their SIM registration. So some of them bought it plenty. I went to cyber cafes and all. So you can supply people, and the time comes you don't need to change location. You are in your specific location and you supply them because you built a relationship. So all of these things is about strategy. So you can be a currency exchanger. Now, if you want to be a currency exchanger, you must be very careful because there are a lot of funds. The way movement of funds is monitored in China is quite different. It's quite different. If you buy money from somebody who has committed a crime and they needed that money back, you have to pay it back. It will be refunded. Yes. So that's why if you want to be a currency exchanger, you must have your own way of getting this money. And that's why I had to practicalize with Mrs. Ria and the other lady from Canada. And I and the lady in Canada, we are still practicing something. Once we get a solution, now you can have a Chinese bank account. Yes, a bank account that will work, but it's not working currently for people in Nigeria. There are a lot of opportunities that are restricted to Nigerians. If you can download Union Pay, you'll be able to have a almost like a Chinese bank account. Yeah, and banks like ICBC works in other countries. So there's a way you can link your ICBC card um to your Alipay. I'm learning a particular solution now. I have been on it. I'm still experimenting. If there's a breakthrough on it, I will share with us. Okay, I will share with us. Wise, you can actually buy yuan on Wise, and you can send money from Wise. That is Chinese yuan from Wise to your um Alipay. Wise is a how am I going to describe Wise now? Wise is an international account for money transfer. It's an international money transfer app. Yeah, you can get it on Google Play, Apple Store, and other mobile app stores. Okay, so aside being an exchanger, you'll be able to exchange yuan to naira. You can also be a distributor of Chinese products for some companies. Now you have to build trust to get to this point, but I can assure you there are a lot of Chinese companies looking for partners. Just that they are scared because a lot of people has defrauded a lot of them. All right, so the last thing I want us to look at is AOB. We have done a quick recap of our introduction. So any other business, there are three things I want to talk about. Let me stop my recording at this point. Yeah, you good evening, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much. I joined actually when I was coming back from work. So I've been part of the training, and it's been a wonderful time.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate even the
Mm,
previous lecture, the recap, and every other thing is a top notch. Really, thank you so much. The area I want to talk about is the Alipay not being verified. I think you've shared lies about it,
yeah.
because I don't know why the country like this will restrict Nigeria from not being verified. It's not only from this our platform actually. I think I've seen series of cases online whereby people are lamenting as well. So, but okay, let's be hopeful and see what we can do about that. I think there's a way
Yes, yes.
there are
Which
if
chat is
I'm
still
if
going?
I'm with you, there's a particular place, the course of the lecture where you said there's a where we can make payments from with our WeChat. So if if that can be
Okay.
possible, if that can be possible, I think Maybe she share knowledge with us because some of us that our Halipi has not been verified.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know the way forward for now
yeah.
because like you normally tell us that it's not just about the
Okay.
theoretical aspect of it. The
Okay, so
practical
I think
matters a
we are
lot.
going to one thing we
That
want to
it's
achieve
not
before
something
our
we
next
just
class
learn
is
and we
that
will not
everybody's
practicalize it.
um
So I
WeChat is
I
verified
actually want us to
and
do
it's
something.
working. So after that, maybe I don't know, maybe we'll dedicate the next class to that. But whichever way, we want to ensure everybody that has an international passport can make payments with their WeChat. We're going to be ensuring that. So after this class, I will share a strategy on how we can verify our WeChat. You need somebody to just scan your WeChat for you to be verified. So we'll do that after now. Thank you so much, Mr. Pepper. You've always been available. Thank you so much. Your presence encourages me to go all out. Thank you so much. Good evening, ma. Good evening, ma. You're welcome.
Yeah, good evening.
Oh,
This is here from
okay.
Ghana. Yeah, in Ghana here, I think our WeChat sometimes
Okay.
it just goes on automatical. You don't have someone to verify you. When you are lucky, and
I think
register, you
WeChat
get it.
are bending
So
their
that's what
rules
I usually do.
currently.
When they block
They
me,
are
I register
reducing,
new
yeah,
one
because
without anyone
I've also
verifying me.
registered for some people that we
So
did not
this
have to
time, I think the
verify
WeChat we are
in
having it
Nigeria.
easy.
They are,
Yeah.
reducing the they are lowering the requirements,
Okay.
so to say. So, but in Nigeria, it's not that fast yet. Yeah. So, I maybe ma, you will do us a favor, please. I will
Okay.
pair you with somebody, please. You will help us verify the person's WeChat, please. Uh, we are going to all of us are going, we are
Okay.
all going to
Okay.
do something. We are going to add ourselves on WeChat. I want every one of us to be friends on WeChat. Now, there's an advantage. If you are logged out of your account or there's
Okay.
an
I'll
issue
try
with your
and see.
account, you can find your way back by asking your friend to send you message. Ma, I don't know if you've experienced that before. Have if WeChat if you have an issue with your WeChat, let's assume you locked or something, you want to regain access. One of the ways to regain access is that they will ask you to tell people who are your friends to send you a
What?
code on WeChat.
Yeah.
Okay. So we are all going to be friends on WeChat. It will also make it easier for us to share
Yeah, that
contacts of
one. Yeah, but I've
suppliers and
never
to
done
share
that
ideas
because I
and to
always use
also
other line
send
to register
funds to
without having
ourselves
problem.
if you want to buy from
I've never
anybody
done that.
again. So we're going to be adding each other. Everybody's going to be verifying their WeChat from now to Sunday. I want to ensure everybody's WeChat is working. And then we're going to add ourselves as friends. So I think the requirement to verify for somebody is that you have been on the platform for 6 months or maybe 3 months. So, but I'm going to see how we all are going to get our WeChat verified. Okay, thank you so much, man, for that input. Okay, so any other feedback? Please let's share ideas. Are we okay with this our timing, 9 p.m.? Go ahead, please.
Okay, sorry, I want to ask this very short question. I don't know if I can. Okay, aside the Union P, Ali P,
Yeah, they are
is there
using as
other
honor.
now, you said it's not really official,
Yes.
but the drama surrounding Ali P verification is that unofficially it's being restricted for
And WeChat is
Nigerians,
working for
probably some
Nigerians
other
currently.
parts African countries. Okay. So is there an
WeChat is
official one
working
that's
and
uh for
now, like I said,
Nigerians?
there are other options aside WeChat. You can actually pay for goods without owning an Alipay account. You can there's something called pay for me.
Okay.
Pay for me. Pay for me is you want to buy a product, but you will refer the deduction to somebody else. So the person will approve it and the money will be deducted from the person's account. So, but it has a process. We're going to be learning it by God's grace. We're going to be learning it. So, aside that, you can try Union Pay, and if you have a means, somebody else could, help you. Okay, you can try Union Pay. Like I said, if you have somebody abroad who can give you an international number, Union Pay will work. But as we keep finding solutions and sharing on the group, as we keep finding solutions, we'll be sharing on the group, and I'll be reaching out to individuals also.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you so much. Okay, any other comments or
Sir?
suggestions, please, before we bring today's class to a close?
It's all right. It's all right, sir.
No comments, right? Okay. I want to acknowledge everybody, Mrs. Rira, Mr. Mike, Mr. Bassi, Mr. Joshua. I want to appreciate everyone for availing themselves for our revision class today. So we are going to be working even after our class. Everybody must have their WeChat account verified and working, and then you must add at least 3 members. In fact, you must add everybody. So I'm going to share my QR code on the group. If you are not yet friends, please add me. And I'm going to be verifying for the first 2 people to join the group. We're actually going to ensure everybody's WeChat is verified anyway. But the priority will be the first 2 persons to join the group. So, okay, so please, if you don't have a verified WeChat yet, please say it on the group. Okay, please say it. Let's move on. So I think I want to be giving us daily tasks. I want to be giving us daily tasks. So I will share it on the group after as the task comes. All right. So if there's nothing, I also want to appreciate Miss Adiola. I don't know if she's still here. Okay. So I want to appreciate everybody who made themselves available. Thank you so much. All right, so this will be the end of today's class. I'm going to be uploading this class online and I will drop the link in case you still need to go over it. Maybe you had network issues in your area. So we're going to be meeting on Tuesday by 9 p.m. But we are still going to be working at the background. Like I said, some people are already talking to their suppliers already. They are ready to buy, import their first goods on this same group. It all depends on individuals' responsiveness. It all depends on the individual's responsiveness. So thank you so much for being a part of today's class. All right. Okay, so we can take a bow and, and walk out. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.